Right field gripe of the woody nightshade.
He's gonna be about right here on this row, ain't he? I think we both need to move or I can video either side.
Let's do it quick. The way the wind's blowing, we need to move to that other edge. He's gonna come right up through there and we ain't gonna be able to see him. If he comes up this way, if we move over there and he comes up this side, we'll still be okay.
Yeah.
Moved about 10 yards just because the way the wind was blowing in relation to where the coyote howled. Wind's blowing right here, coyote howled right here. We'll see if we can get him called up. Is he across?
I don't know. If he ain't, he's right on the damn edge. Done moved though. Don't you think?
I don't know if y'all can hear the go for these morons out here that don't know how to shift and drive their fucking big truck. Oh, sorry, that was unprofessional. Aggravating one.
He don't seem far enough to be across that pipeline. Does it you?
I wonder if we move right out there on the edge of it. If he ain't on the edge of it, he's dang close to it. It'd help us with the wind.
He's either on the edge or across it, but I don't think he's across it.
He sounded. It's hard to judge him because of the damn noise on the highway. But he sounded like he was a little farther down to me.
Yeah. I think we better move again.
Let's do it. Alright, we've moved up a little bit more. The way the wind's been blowing in relation to the coyotes, it's forced us to move a little bit. We ain't gonna call them up and dig stuff if the wind ain't right. So, we got this open pipeline to what's been the downwind side. It's swirling just a little bit now. But the wind has predominantly been blowing this way. So we're out here on the edge of this opening, hoping that'll keep the coyote in here and pull him right up his lane to us. We'll see what happens. last time the coyote howled, he should have been right here.
Moved again.
He's in that pipeline. He's in it, ain't he?
Got to be. But he's done moved a little further again, ain't he?
Not much. I think the coyote is in this pipeline or right on the edge of it, on down a couple hundred yards. I think what we're gonna do is jump up and move right here to the edge where we can see farther. See if we can get him killed. Alright, we've moved out here to the edge of the pipeline. Wind's blowing like this. The coyote howled right up this edge. Either in the edge of this pipeline or right in the edge of the woods. Where's he at?
I don't know. I couldn't course him.
He almost sounded across it. Alright, we've moved multiple times on this coyote, trying to keep the wind right and trying to get close enough to get him called up.
No. Now.
Just that quick. I say just that quick. When we got in the right spot, it's just that quick. We moved on that coyote multiple times. We kept having to shift this way, shift this way. We had a crosswind coming from out here towards where the coyote come from, blowing back out here to the edge of this opening. It worked perfect. We started out, we were probably, what do you think, 200 yards in, about in line with where that coyote was. But because of that crosswind and where he howled at originally, we had to keep making moves. Got out here, got the wind blowing in this opening, kept getting closer to the coyote. You've seen us move on coyotes multiple times. And that's another prime example of how it works. You got to locate them, you got to get close to them, and you got to keep the wind right if you're going to kill them in the briars and bullshit. Go out here and get this thing. This is a spot we've called coyotes multiple times this year, so they're a little on the educated side. It's a power MFK. If you don't have any diaphragms, I've said it 1,000 times, they don't get used to their own voice. They don't get educated to their own voice. And you can go back and keep killing multiple coyotes out of the same block doing that. Tell you something else. These are some new shells we're trying out from Apex Ammunition. They're number 2 shot. I'm telling you, we hadn't got to shoot one out there a long ways yet, but that blew that sucker away. I don't know what the camera angle looked like, but man, it just flat hammered him. Go out here and look at him. I'll drag him up. Well, like I said a while ago, when we finally got in the right spot, it happened quick. We moved out here to the edge so I can tell you a little bit more about the setup for those of you that always ask questions about how we were set up. We located these coyotes before daylight. They were in this block of woods a little bit deeper, so when we come in, we were probably 200 yards in. We sat down, howled, had a good crosswind like we thought we needed. When we howled, the coyotes had moved a little bit and they were out here fairly close to this edge. We couldn't tell exactly how close, and they had moved on down the pipeline a good bit deeper. So we kept easing up, and as we were easing up, we were also moving out towards this opening, trying to get closer to the coyote, and also trying to get better wind for the position of the coyotes in relation to where we were calling it. That's something you got to keep in mind if you're going to kill coyotes and pick stuff. But anyway, we kept moving down this edge and closer to the edge until finally, and I don't know how many times we moved. You know how many times? 4, 5, 6 times. We probably won't show that every time, but every time we moved, we'd howl, and the coyote was answering us. I was howling on the new howling mofo diaphragm, so it allowed us to keep the coyote located, keep moving, getting closer, and keeping that wind right. And finally, that last move we made, the coyote wasn't coming to us that much. He was pretty much holding his position, so me and Caroline said, let's go ahead and make a big move and get down there pretty close, because we'd already checked him, like I said, 4 or 5 times. They were staying fairly close to this position, so we made a bigger move, gained a couple 100 yards, sat down, howled, and we almost moved too much because the coyote howled right out here beside us. By that time, we'd got all the way out here to the edge, had the wind blowing in the opening. Didn't think it would take but a minute, and it didn't. He answered just out of sight, and within probably 30 seconds to a minute, another dead coyote. But that's a power MFK. That's how we go about doing it in the briars and bullshit. And if you want to kill them in thick stuff, that's what you got to do. But anyway, we appreciate y'all watching. If you like this video and want to see more killing, more instructional stuff, just subscribe to our channel. And to get any of our products, the diaphragms, any of the sound files, etc., just go to the website, mfkgamecalls.com. Again, we appreciate y'all watching. We got more coyotes located. We're going to kill them right now.